Hi, I'm Maggie Grove. We're here in Long Beach, California for your 90-minute Bikram yoga class. You can find us at Heart Alchemy Yoga online. All right, so let's begin. We start with our feet together so that our toes and heels are touching. And just have your arms down by your side for a moment. And just take a moment to see yourself in the front of the room. So we have the mirror here as a tool to help us keep us focused on ourselves and our practice. For the next 90 minutes, just allow this to be a time to listen to your body and enjoy your practice. Let's begin with Pranayama Breathing. So interlock all 10 fingers underneath your chin. So now your knuckles and chin are glued together. Just have your elbows down. Elbows start down, all the way down. Good, just relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Pull up on your thighs. Squeeze your glutes. And let's begin to inhale long and deep by the nose. Elbows up. Inhale by the nose, elbows up. Good, exhale, drop your head all the way back. Open up your mouth, open your eyes. And reach your elbow tips to touch away from the chest. Inhale, chin goes down, parallel to the floor. Your eyes look forward, elbows lift up high. Exhale, drop your head back, open your mouth, look to the back of the room and reach your elbow tips forward. Inhale, chin goes down. Your chin is parallel to the floor, shoulders down. Exhale, push your shoulders down away from your ears and try to touch the mirror with your elbow tips. Inhale, chin goes down. So we're stretching out the lungs. Try to take more air in. Exhale, drop your head back, and you feel that nice shoulder stretch here as well as you reach your elbow tips forward. Inhale, chin goes down, parallel to the floor. Look forward, pull up on your thighs. Exhale, keep your spine perfectly straight. So there's no backward bending, just a nice long straight spine. Inhale, chin goes down. Feel your ribs expanding to either side of the room. Good, and exhale, pull your navel in towards your spine to help push all the air out. Inhale, chin goes down. The body weights towards the heels of the feet and relax your toes on the floor. Exhale, good, drop your head back. Keep your spine perfectly straight as you reach your elbow tips forward. Inhale, chin goes down. Just a couple more here. Our first set, we're warming up the body from the inside out. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, chin down. 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale, long, deep breath. Do the best you can. Use that full 6 counts to inhale. Exhale, drop your head back. Navel pulls in. Use the full length to exhale. Good, and then arms down by your side, and just take a moment to roll out your shoulders if that feels good for you. Great, and we get to do everything twice. So feet together, toes and heels are touching. Interlace all 10 fingers underneath your chin, knuckles and chin together. Good, pull up on your thighs, squeeze your glutes. You have a strong, solid base in the legs, and begin to inhale. Long, deep inhalation. Let the ribs open, chin down, elbows up. Exhale, drop your head back. So try to look a little further to the back of the room here, your second set. Inhale, chin down. So long, slow, deep breath. If you can't keep inhaling, just hold your breath. Wait for the full 6 counts. Exhale, drop the head back. Navel pulls in. So we're working on our lungs, right? Taking in more air, pushing more out. Inhale, chin goes down. So the more we can open up our lungs, the more we can take into our lives. Exhale. Pull the navel in. So we want to get in touch with our navel center here. Feel that strength come into the core. Inhale, chin goes down. Now, can you get a little bit longer here? Can you reach up and stretch? Exhale, good. Keep your chest lifted as you drop your head back. We're looking for some length and space in the body. Inhale, chin goes down. Pull up on your thighs. You can see your legs get strong in the mirror. Elbows up. Exhale, drop your head back. Open your eyes, look for the wall behind you. Inhale, chin goes down. Get a little bit longer. Can you lift your ribs a little further away from your hips? Exhale, keep lifted and long as you exhale. Good, just a couple more. Inhale, chin down. So you're growing taller and longer. Now stay tall as you exhale so the chest stays lifted and then navel pulls in to support that length in the spine. Good, inhale, let's do 2 more. Body weights in the heels, lift up and stretch. Exhale, drop your head back. Good, look back, elbows touch. Inhale, chin down. Last one. Take in as much air as you can. Keep breathing in. Take more in. Exhale. Navel pulls in. Reach your elbow tips forward as you exhale. Good, and change. Arms down by your side. And we'll begin with our first pose, half moon pose. Please inhale your arms up over your head sideways. Interlace all 10 fingers. Release your index finger and cross your thumbs. Bring your feet together so your toes and heels are touching. Take a deep breath, stretch to the ceiling, and just go right and left several times. So just a little warm up here, right and left, bringing some movement into the body. The grip is interlaced fingers, like you're, interlacing those hands, and then you release the index finger and the thumbs are crossed. Good, right and left, to see where things are at here. Good, and then you're gonna come to stop in the middle. So your feet are together, toes and heels are touching, your lower body is just like in Pranayama Breathing. Take an inhale breath, stretch up towards the ceiling, and begin to bend the body to the right as you push your hips out to the left, beyond your flexibility. Keep your eye gaze forward in the mirror, just listen carefully. The body weight's in the heels of your feet, pull up on your thighs, squeeze your glutes, and gently push your hips out to the left, so you feel a stretching feeling on the left side of your body. It's a bones to skin, inside out, all over, from your fingertips, down through your shoulders, down through the ribs, into the hip, all the way down to the ankle bone. Good, and now pull on your arms. Pull your arms to the right. Use your right arm, pull on your left arm, stretch your arms over, push your hips out, come all the way down, and then change. Inhale, come on up, stop in the center. Inhale, lift up, stretch up towards the ceiling, and now bend your body to the left as you push your hips out to the right beyond your flexibility. Good, so look forward and squeeze your arms against your ears. So your arms and ears are one piece, and bring your chin away from your chest so you can see your throat visible in the mirror. Can you pull your arms back a little bit behind your ears to open up your chest a little bit more? Now straighten out your legs, pull up on your thighs, squeeze the glutes, and you're pushing your hips out to the right. So now on the right hand side of your body, from your fingertips all the way down through the ribs, through the hips, the ankle bone, you feel a bones to skin stretch. Pull your arms a little bit more, push your hips out, come all the way down, and then change. Inhale, come on up, stop in the center. You're gonna backward bend, so squeeze your glutes, push your hips forward. Inhale, lift your chest up, and drop your head back. Look for the wall behind you. Arms back and eyes back. Look back and go back. Keep the body weight in your heels. Squeeze your glutes. Push your stomach, thighs, and hips forward. Look back, go back all the way down, and then change. Inhale, come on up and stop in the center. Take an inhale breath, and as you exhale, fold your body forward. Come all the way down. Bend your knees if you need to. We're still warming up the body. Separate your hands on the floor. I'm just gonna warm up a little bit. Bend your right knee, push your left knee back. Opposite legs, so you're bending your knees right and left, right and left. Let your head drop and hang like a bowling ball. Shake it yes and no a few times. Good, let's get into hands to feet pose. Bend your knees and grab your heels from behind and try to bring a little baby finger side by side. Bend your knees a little bit more and then wrap your elbows around the back of your legs. Bend your knees even more if you need to bring your stomach onto your thighs, your chest onto your knees, and just drop your head. Let it hang and try to touch your whole face on the legs below the knees. It may not touch today, but a little, each class, a little bit more and more. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, begin to pull on your heels as you push your hips up towards the ceiling. Now, pulling is the object of stretching, so you're pulling on your heels by bending your arms at your elbows, reaching your elbows around the back of the legs, pulling on the heels to help lengthen the spine. Upper body is pressing against the lower body to help straighten out those legs. Beautiful, there you go. Are you breathing? Take an inhale breath. And as you exhale, go a little bit deeper. Pull on the heels. Roll some body weight forward onto the toes. Open your eyes. Drop your head. Let it hang. Let's open up the spine. Take an inhale. As you exhale, go a little bit deeper as you pull. And then change. Arms and ears together. Inhale. Pull the body up as you inhale. Good. And exhale. Bring your arms down by your side. And just take a breath. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Great, let's do our second set. Please inhale your arms up over your head sideways. Interlace your grip, release your index finger, cross your thumbs. All right, feet together, toes and heels touch. Take a deep breath, stretch up, and begin. Bend your body to the right, Push your hips out to the left. So second set, we don't hold it as long. So go right on into the pose. The body weight's in the heels. Your right shoulder is forward. Your left shoulder is back. That left hip comes a little bit more forward. Left hip a little more forward. Good to get the two hips in one line now. Straighten out those arms. Pull the arms. Push the hips. Come all the way down. And then change. Come on up. Stop in the middle. Inhale, breath. Stretch up towards the ceiling. And begin. Bend the body to the left. Push your hips out to the right. So we're going to even off that body again. So look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. You want to use the mirror. You're going to bring the right shoulder back now. The left shoulder forward. Pull your arms back to open up your shoulders if you can. Bring that right hip a little bit forward, evening off those two hips. Now you're just going to go for that deep stretch. Pull your arms. Push your hips and change. Come on up. Stop in the middle. Backward bend. Squeeze the glutes. Push your hips forward. Inhale, lift up out of the waist first. And now drop your head back. Arms back. Eyes back. Look back. Go back. Open the whole front side of your body here. Squeeze your butt. Push your hips forward. Pull your arms back a little bit more. Stretch all the way back. Change. Come on up. Soften the middle. Take an inhale. Exhale. Fold the body forward. Bend your knees if you need to. Be gentle with your lower back. Good. Just walk it out a couple times. Right and left. Right and left. Great, and let's set up the pose. You're going to bend your knees, get on, you're going to step onto your fingertips like two little shovels are shoveling up the heels. So your pinky fingers are trying to be side by side. Wrap your elbows around the back of the legs, bend your knees if you need to. Now please bring your stomach onto your thighs, chest on your knees. Just drop your head like a bowling ball. Let it hang. Drop your head down. Good. Try to touch your face and begin. Start to pull. Bend your arms at your elbows. So we're using the whole entire body to gain strength and flexibility. Bend the arms at the elbows. Bring your shoulders away from the ears towards the ceiling. Use your back as you pull on the heels to lengthen your spine. Start to push the knees back gently with your upper body pushing against your lower body as those hips push up to the ceiling. You have one more breath. On your next exhale, just go a little bit deeper. And change. Arms and ears together. Inhale, come all the way up to center. And exhale, arms down by your side. Good, and just take an inhale and an exhale. Good, moving on to awkward pose. Right foot steps out to the right. So you have 6 inches between your toes and the heels. And just look down. You want your heels to be behind your toes, like you're on like 2 railroad tracks here. Inhale your arms up so that they're parallel to the floor, nothing loose. Nothing hanging, nice strong arms. Please inhale, exhale, sit on down in a chair. Like I just put a chair 6 feet behind you. So in this chair pose, you're really gonna stick your bum back and get as low as you can. Now bring the maximum body weight back into the heels of your feet. Lift your chest up like a standing cobra, beautiful. Pull your navel in and reach your fingertips forward. That's how you're getting that balance as you get a little bit shorter and change. Come on up, keep your arms there. Go high on the toes. Maximum like a ballerina here. Bring the body weight into your big and the second toe. Keep your arms strong, parallel to the floor. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, just start to sit down. Not so low as a chair necessarily, but the object of this one is to get high on the toes. So kick your heels up. So you want to keep your heels up as high as you can. Now, a straight spine. So you're not hinging forward or leaning back. Spine is perfectly straight as you simply bend your knees and kick your heels up. Change, come on up. Keep your arms there, heels down, go up a little bit on your knees, you're almost there. Squeeze your knees together. So now you have one big knee. Good, take an inhale, exhale, like you're sliding down a wall behind you. Come all the way down. So you're gonna come onto your toes. The heels are gonna come up into the air, come all the way down. So here, you're squeezing your knees together and gently your knees point down to the floor. Your upper body is straight. So from the side, it looks like you're holding onto a box. Keep your gaze forward. Keep your arms strong. Keep squeezing the knees tight and then change. Slowly slide all the way up. Good. Right foot back to the left. Arms down by your side. And we're just going to keep it simple and breathe. So feet together, toes and heels touch. Take an inhale. Exhale. Moving on. Right foot steps out to the right. 6 inches. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit on down. Go right to where you left off. Good, so we just kind of go in and out. We're going to visit 26 poses here, twice in the class. Keep your arms strong. Let's keep that chest up and get nice and short. Change, come on up. Keep your arms there. Now high on your toes. Imagine I'm pulling your hair up towards the ceiling, nice and high, and begin just to bend your knees. So keep it simple. Doesn't mean that it's easy necessarily, but go slow. Listen to your body. The heels kick up, the spine is straight, and your arms are strong. Just a few things you need to focus on. Heels up. Good, and change. Come on up. Keep your arms there. Bring your heels down. And then squeeze your knees together. Wrap your outer thighs in. Squeeze the knees all the time. Take an inhale. Exhale, come on down. Think of pointing your knees down to the floor as you come on down. You want your hips to be about 1 to 2 inches off of your heels. You can really feel these outer thighs wrap in and feel the knees pressing against each other here. And then gently change. Slide on up. Come all the way up. Right foot back to left. Arms down by your side. And just be still and take a breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Feet together, toes and heels touch for eagle pose. Please inhale your arms up over your head sideways and swing your right arm under your left arm. The right arm goes under the left and then the thumb goes in front of the face. If you can't grab onto your hands, another modification is to grab onto your shoulders. So just see where you're at. Take an inhale. Exhale, sit down, stay low, and now right leg high up and over. That's it. The shoulders are good for you. Great. So you're going to sit down low, and you're trying to get your right toes around the back of the calf. They may not go there today. Just point them to the right side of the room. Eventually, they're going to wrap. Your other right leg there in the back. Yeah, there you go. Let's keep it nice and even here. You're going to sit down low and lift your chest up and pull your navel in. Good. Change. Inhale your arms up over your head sideways. And now left arm under the right. Left arm under the right. Then the thumb comes in front of the face. Once again, the modification of the shoulder grab. Take an inhale. Exhale, sit down. Stay low. The lower you sit, then you can bring that left leg high up and over and wrap the toes around the back of the calf. And what's going to help you balance? Sitting down, getting shorter, and then lifting your chest and pulling your navel in as you pull your elbows down. Change. Inhale your arms up. Let's go right into our second set. Now the right arm under the left. Right arm under left. Inhale. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, right leg high up and over. Now if you got your toes around the back of the calf, you're going to start to work your right hip back and your left hip forward. Only if you're wrapping your toes, you're going to start working in that direction. Be sure that on your balancing leg that the inner arch of your left foot is still lifted and you're not spilling into the inside of your foot. Change. Inhale, arms up. And then left arm under the right arm. Left arm under right. Inhale. Exhale, sit down low. And then left leg high up and over. Trying to get the toes. So we're working into the major joints of the body. You're squeezing your knees together, squeezing your ankle around the back of the calf, pulling your elbows down. We're going to send fresh synovial fluid into all the big major joints of the body. So try to get a little shorter here and change. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Great. This is an official water break, so let's all have a sip of water. And then throughout your practice, help yourself to water, but just in between the poses and not during the poses, all right? So we're going to work on balancing. We start with our feet together, so your toes and heels are touching. Just have your arms by your side. So what's really going to help with balancing is your drishti, which is also translated as your one spot, your focal point that you're going to look at in the mirror. So if you're more of a beginner with your practice, look at your balancing leg. And if you've been practicing for a while, you can look at your forehead or somewhere else, or just play around with it, see what's going to work. So the feet are together, the toes and heels are touching. Standing separate leg, forehead to knee. Bring the body weight into your left leg and pull up on your left thigh and lift your right thigh up so it's parallel to the floor. This is step one. You can hang out here if this is enough. Your other right leg. Take an inhale, pull your belly in, round forward and grab your foot. Step two. See what you can do. This might be enough. But if you can, you're going to grab your foot. Interlace all 10 fingers, including your thumb, underneath your foot. You can stay in any part of this pose that you need to work on. Doesn't make a difference how far you go. Now look in the mirror, chin away from the chest, look at your left knee. Lock out your left leg. Pull up on your left thigh. It's strong and solid like a lamppost. Your right thigh is down, parallel to the floor. Your upper body is rounded over your right leg. If you can balance here comfortably, move on. Right heel's gonna kick forward. The toes flex back, the heel kicks forward. Once your right leg is locked out, parallel to the floor, start to pull your elbows down alongside the calf, down below. And the last and final step is chin to chest, forehead to the knee. Where if your left leg starts to wobble or you're in and out, just find a point that you can hold it for your last 3, 2, 1, and change. Good. Feet together, toes and heels touch. Right leg is nice and strong. Left thigh lifts up. So you might want to hang out here for a minute. See what's going on. Engage your navel strength. Once you feel comfortable balancing here, round forward and grab your foot. So this grip is 10 fingers interlaced, and bring your thumb underneath your foot here as well. And have the grip in the middle of your foot, a little bit more forward towards the toes, not in the back by the heel. Focus, meditate on your right leg. Lock out your right leg. Bring a little body weight a little bit forward into your toes here so you're not sinking back into your heel. Pull up on that right thigh. If you can do this, move on. Kick your left heel forward. The left heel kicks out. If your right knee bends or you're wobbling, stay into part 1 or 2 of the pose. All right, left leg locked out parallel. Pull your elbows down alongside the calf. Squeeze your elbows into the calf. Once you can maintain that, chin to chest and forehead to your knee. Wherever you are, come into the pose and just find some stillness. You've got 3, 2, 1, and change. So physically, we're doing asanas, right? We're physically doing the poses, but then also we have to work on that mental component of staying focused and in the body. Okay, let's do second set. Bring your body weight into your left leg, lift your right thigh up parallel to the floor, round your body forward and grab your foot. We have our second set of standing separate leg, forehead to knee. Look in the mirror at the left leg, concentrate and meditate on that left leg. Once your left leg is locked out and solid, begin to kick the right heel forward. So you only have half as long your second set. Go right to where you left out. Meditate on that left leg. If your right leg is locked out and parallel, pull your elbows alongside the calf. The last and final step is chin to chest and forehead to your knee. Find some stillness. Stay with your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change. Good. Feet together, toes and heels touch. And let's move on to our other leg. So the right leg is solid, left thigh lifts up parallel to the floor. Round the body forward, interlace your 10 fingers, bring your thumb underneath your foot. Look in the mirror at your right leg. Solid, concrete, one piece. If that right leg is locked down solid, move forward. Good. Kick your left heel forward. The toes flex back and the heel kicks out. Once that left leg is locked out parallel, pull your elbows down alongside the calf. And once you have your elbows down alongside the calf, chin to chest, forehead to knee. Good. Keep your focus, your concentration. You've got 3, 2, 1, and change. Good. Going to do a little backward bend. Bring your hands to your lower back. Push your hips forward. Drop your head back. And then come back to center. Standing bow. So your feet are together. Your toes and heels are touching. Your right elbow is touching the side of the body. The palm is facing up. And from here, drop down your right hand and pick up your right foot from the inside. So the hand starts here. Come back to this first part. Palm up and then just straight down and then in. And then bring your left arm up towards your ear. Look in the mirror so you have a solid left leg. Once your left leg is locked out and strong, then begin to kick your right foot back as you stretch and reach your left fingertips forward. Take your time with this one, okay? We've got a full 60 seconds here. Look forward in the mirror to help you balance as the body goes down. I'm gonna help you with the grip of your foot, okay? It's gonna go this way. There you go. So as you kick your right foot back, you feel your right shoulder getting pulled open and the left fingertips stretch and reach forward from the mirror like you want to touch the mirror. And that left leg is solid. Last little bit, so jump back on in one last time if you've fallen out and start to kick. Kick the foot back and up. Charge the body forward. Last little bit, go a little deeper if you can. And then change. Come on back, feet together, toes and heels touch. So how do you balance with this one, right? You have to kick back, 100% and reach forward 100%. And in that tautness and that kicking and that stretching right in the middle, you're going to find the balance. So if you're, just be aware, if I'm falling forward, what do? You got to kick back more. If you're falling back, you got to reach forward more. Feet together, toes and heels touch. Left side, so the left elbow is touching your body, palm up. The hand drops straight down and you pick up your foot from the inside. Good, and you bring your right arm up towards your ear. Bring your knees together, take an inhale, and then begin. So go slow. Is your right leg locked out? If you're wobbling around, if the right knee's bending, just stop. Get the foundation of the pose and begin to kick your left foot back. Look forward in the mirror. Keep your chin away from your chest. Kick your left foot back to open up, to pull open that left shoulder. Kick your left foot back. It's like the rudder on a boat. It's going to steer the posture. Your right arm is stretching, reaching. You're trying to touch the mirror, and you got to kick back, finding that balance directly there in the center. Are you breathing? Try to keep the breath in and out by the nose as best you can. Last little bit here. Can you get your toes up a little bit higher? Bring the body down a little bit more. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change. Feet together, toes and heels touch. So look in the mirror, take a breath. It's starting to get you can feel your heartbeat, you can feel your lungs getting fatigued. You just got to breathe and be present through it all. Great, let's do our second set. So right elbow touching the body, palm up. Drop your hand down, pick up your foot from the inside. Bring your left arm up towards your ear. So this is step 1. You might want to stay here for a second. If you're ready, take an inhale. Begin. Kick. Kick your right foot straight back. Stretch and reach your fingertips forward. Have your body look like a bow and arrow. So you got to kick back to create that bow shape. Body goes down. Leg kicks up. Keep that balancing leg, your left leg solid. Last little bit. Go for it. Toes up, body down, stretch and kick. Change. Come on back. Beautiful. Feet together, toes and heels touch. Left side, left elbow touches the body, palm faces up, drop down your left hand, pick up your left foot from the inside. Bring your right arm up to your ear. Please bring your knees together to touch. Take an inhale breath and begin. Start to kick. So once again, balancing leg, right leg locked out first. Then you kick your left foot back, pull open your shoulder, look forward in the mirror. Are you breathing? And this is the challenge. Can you just breathe and stay present? You're gonna go a little deeper now towards the last half of the pose. Kick your foot back a little more, pull open that left shoulder. You've got 3, 2, 1, and change. Good, feet together, toes and heels touch. Just look forward and breathe. A lot happening with the body and the mind. The breath is going to be that bridge. Bridging the body and mind into calmness and stillness is just simply breathing. Isn't it nice to know we can do all of that within ourselves? Take a step to the back of your mat for a balancing stick. This pose is only about 10 seconds. Inhale your arms up over your head sideways. Interlace your grip. Release your index finger. Cross your thumbs. Squeeze your arms against your ears. Right foot steps forward. Lock out your right leg. Point your left toes. Body down and leg up. Look like the capital T is in Tom. Upper body down and bring your leg up. Point your left toes like you're trying to push a button on the back wall behind you. Lock out your elbows. Try to touch the mirror in front of you as you stretch and reach. Change. Come on back. Feet together. Toes and heels touch. Now let's have the left leg step forward. Lock out your left leg. Point your right toes. Body down and leg up. Good, like natural human tug of war. I'm pulling your hands forward, pulling your toes to the back of the room. Now bring your chin away from the chest. Look 2 feet in front of your yoga mat as you stretch and reach. Change, come on back. Arms down by your side. And just be still. Inhaling. Exhaling. Second set. Inhale your arms up over your head sideways. Release your index finger. Thumbs are crossed. Right foot steps forward. Lock out your right leg. Point your left toes. Body down and leg up. Come straight on down. Body down more, leg up. Left hip drops down, dropping that left hip down. You're trying to keep your 2 hips parallel as you stretch and reach apart. Change. Come on back. Keep your arms up. Left leg steps forward. Lock out your left leg. Point your right toes. Body down and leg up. Point your right toes. You got to point there. You want to push that button on the back wall. Right hip drops down. Work that right hip down a little bit more. Keep your chin away from the chest. Stretch and reach. and change. Come on back. Arms down by your side. Feel that heart get strong and healthy as you take a breath. Great, let's pivot to face this side of the room and come to step all the way to the left side of your yoga mat. Bring your feet together so your toes and heels are touching. Please inhale your arms up over your head sideways. Right foot steps out to your right, a nice big step, and your arms are down parallel to the floor for standing leg stretching. Toes in, heels out, like a pigeon. Inhale, exhale, fold the body forward, come straight on down. Grab your feet from the outside, stepping on all 5 fingers of each hand. If you're more flexible, grab behind at the heels. If you can't grab your feet, grab onto your ankles or your calves. One thing at a time. If you are bending your knees, that's okay. But what you're going to work on, if your knees are bent, is straightening out your legs. Once your legs are straight, pull up on your thighs, take an inhale, and as you exhale, begin to pull, bending your arms at your elbows, pulling your forehead down to the floor in between your 2 big toes. If your knees are bending, just work on straightening out your legs. Once the legs are straight, you're pulling on your feet. Take an inhale. As you exhale, go a little bit deeper. Bring some body weight forward into your toes. Use your breath. Your breath is going to serve you in these poses more than anything else. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, pull, trying to get your forehead to the floor. Good, and change. Bring your chin up, arms out to the side like a bird. Come all the way up. Right foot back to left, arms up, and arms down by your side. And just take a breath. Feel all that fresh circulation going up into your brain. Great, let's do it again. Inhale your arms up over your head sideways. Right foot steps out to your right, nice big step. Arms are down parallel. Toes in, bring your toes in a little, heels out, pull up on the thighs, inhale. Exhale, come on down. So you have that roadmap from your first set into your second set. If you're close to touching your head, bring your feet a little closer together. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, begin. Start to pull on the heels, trying to get your forehead to the floor. The shoulders are away from the ears, rolling towards your hips. Elbows reach out to the sides. And if you're grabbing your heels from behind, then the elbows start to wrap around the back of the legs. Take an inhale. As you exhale, go a little bit deeper. So first your legs are stretching, then your hips stretch, then your whole entire spine is going to start to open here. One more breath. Go a little bit deeper. Good, and change. Slowly bring the body on up. Feet together, arms up over your head sideways. Arms go down by your side. All right, we're going to do triangle pose. If you want a quick little sip of water before this pose, please do so. Good triangle pose is marriage of the heart and lungs. We want them to work together. We need both to be functioning at optimal so we can really have a full life. Inhale your arms up over your head sideways. Right foot steps out to the right. Big step, arms are down parallel to the floor. So your wrist should be in line with your ankles. Just check that out. Turn your right toes out to face the right side of the room. Bring your left toes in a little bit. Push your hips forward and bend your right knee. Arms are parallel. You bend your right knee, trying to get your right thigh to be parallel to the floor. Flip your palms, and then bring your right elbow directly down in front of your right knee. Stretch and reach your fingertips down in between your big and your second toe. Now eyes look up towards the ceiling as you lift your left arm up. You're trying to touch the ceiling here with your left fingertips. Now the left leg is locked out. Pull up on your left thigh and your left glute. The right elbow is gently pushing against your right knee. You want to open up that joint and then gain some strength here as you stretch and reach the arms apart. Change, come on up. Good, your right toes come in, and then your left toes go out. Great, you can open up your legs a little bit wider, another 6 inches or so. There you go. Bend your left knee, sit on down, and try to bring your right toes in a little bit. Just there, you'll be able to engage that thigh better. So that left thigh is parallel to the floor, palms flip, and then go on in. So you have your left elbow down in front of your left knee, fingertips reaching between your big and the second toe. Good. So you can dig the outside edge of your right foot into the floor, pull up on your right thigh, squeeze the right glute, pushing that left elbow against the left knee as you reach those arms apart. Beautiful. Change. Come on up. Feet together, arms up over your head. Arms go down, just take a breath. So in this triangle pose, ideally, there's no weight on your fingertips against the floor. Once again, when we're talking about bow pose, how do you balance the dynamics of the poses? Think of stretching and reaching your arms apart, and as you get into the pose, you have to use a lot of abdominal strength. So as you get in, if you could pull your navel in and focus on lifting up rather than going down, it will give you another dynamic of the pose. All right, let's do it again. Maybe you'll keep some of those things in mind. Arms up over your head sideways. Right foot steps out to the right. Big step. Arms are down parallel. Turn your right toes out. Bring your left toes in. Push your hips forward first. Bend your right knee. Bend your right knee. Now, come on in. Reach that left arm up towards the ceiling as you reach your fingertips down in between your big and the second toe. Let's focus on reaching up, not going down. Push your right elbow against your right knee. See if you can bring your chin closer to your shoulder so you're starting to gently twist your spine, bring out some of those toxins, and keep that left leg nice and strong. Change, come on up. Right toes turn in, left toes turn out. Good, hips push forward and bend your left knee. You can even bring your left toes out a little bit more. There you go. All right, navel in and come on in. Reach your right arm up as you bring your left elbow down in between that left elbow down to your knee. Push your left elbow against your left knee. Let's open up those joints. Why not? Let's reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. Start to gently twist your spine. Chin works toward the shoulder. Twist the spine, stretch and reach the arms. Change. Come on up. Feet together, arms up over your head. Oh, yes. Arms go on down. Take a breath. Great. Please inhale your arms up over your head sideways. Palms go to a prayer position. Cross your thumbs. Right foot just steps out just about 3 feet. And pivot on your heels to face the back of the room. So pivoting to the right. The left hip goes forward. The left toes go in. Take an inhale. Exhale. Chin to your chest. Choke your throat. Round your spine. Come on down. Bring your forehead to touch the knee. You can bend your front leg if you need to get your forehead and your knee to touch. And you're rounding your spine. Good, let's open up your legs a little bit wider. There you go. So you're pushing your forehead into your knee. Eventually your front leg is gonna straighten out. Once that right leg is straightened out, that's when the hands come back into that prayer position and you can cross the thumbs. And change, round up. Gently that left hip pushes forward as you round all the way up. Pivot to face the side. Please pivot to face the front. So now look in the mirror. You want the right toes in. That right hip forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Round your spine. Come on down. Forehead to the knee. So if your forehead is not yet touching your knee, separate your hands on the floor and bend your knee as much as you need to and eventually straighten out that front leg. Good. It's going to help to bring these toes in. There you go. Yes, that'll help that hip to go forward. Good. Your eyes are open. Your throat it's a choking sensation, right? Not so easy to breathe. Your eyes are open, looking up at your belly. You're pulling your navel in. We're going to flush out those adrenals, kidneys, all kinds of good stuff. Change, palms together. Go slow. Push your right hip forward as you gently round up. Pivot to face the side. Feet together, arms down by your side. Just take a breath. Good. Inhale your arms up over your head sideways, palms into a prayer position, thumbs are crossed. Right foot steps out to the right. Pivot on your heels to the back of the room. So now left hip forward, right hip back. Good. Inhale, exhale, choke your throat, chin to chest, round your spine. So we've been here once before. Forehead to knee, we're stimulating that pineal and pituitary gland connection. All these little connections we're starting to make. Let's work on evening off your hips. Your right hip will come up, left hip drops down. So bring the maximum body weight onto your front foot and feel like you're going to step forward, and that will help that right hip to come up. And open your eyes. Look at your left hip. Can you round it down a little bit more? Try to straighten out your front leg. And change. Palms together, left hip forward, round up through the spine. Pivot to the side, pivot to the front. Good. Bring your right toes in, the right hip forward. And bring your right toes in a little bit more. If you can look in the mirror, yeah, that's going to bring your right hip forward. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, round down through the spine. Come on down. Separate your hands on the floor if you need to. Good, let's work on the hips. So your eyes are open. Can you look at your hips? Bring the maximum body weight onto your front foot, that left foot. You're going to step forward and the left hip will gently come up. The right hip is going to round down and forward. Try to push your forehead into your knee just a little bit more here. And change. Palms together, gently the right hip pushes forward. And pivot to face the side of the room. Feet together, arms down by your side. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good, please pivot to face the front for a tree pose. So your feet are together, toes and heels are touching. Bring the body weight onto your left leg and pick up your right foot from the inside with your left hand. So this is a tree pose and half lotus. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so you're holding onto your foot with your left hand, and your right hand comes into the center of your chest. So look in the mirror. First, you're balancing legs. So your left leg is strong. You feel rooted and grounded into the floor. Allow the right knee to gently just drop down, and very gently the right knee is going to push back. Now these two front hip points, gently think of them just scooping up towards the ceiling, and you'll get a nice dynamic of a stretch there in the right leg. Your spine is long, and you're just being still and breathing. Good, change. And let's do the opposite leg. So you're going to pick up your left foot. You can use both hands to pick up your foot. Trying to get up that heel high if you had like a bikini line on there, up and high. Then left hand is up. Now you can bring your right hand into prayer, but if your foot slips or if your spine is having to lean forward to support it, I would suggest to keep holding on to it, because we're working on our tree pose, but we're also working on our lotus pose, which is an advanced posture. So we're doing half lotus with this left leg. So the left knee gently drops down and pushes back. So we're working into those joints, starting to oil them up and get them nice and flexible. Think of the ears stretching to the ceiling. The navel gently presses in to make the spine long. Good, and change. Bring your foot down. So we do a second set. You can do tree pose, or you can move on into toe stand. Everyone starts in tree, so pick up your right foot from the inside. So this is your tree pose. We just did it. You can stay right here. If you're ready for more, you move on into toe stand by bending your body forward, lower spine to the floor. Separate your hands on the floor and kind of fall forward into your hands. Bend your left knee and sit your hip down on the heel. Once you're down in toe stand, bring your fingertips back towards your hips. Look on the floor about 3 feet in front of you. Think of your fingertips pressing away from the floor to help lengthen your spine. Good. Lots of abdominal strength. And then first bringing your left hand up, and then see if you can bring your right hand up. And then change. Push on up, hands in front, push up the way you came down. And when you're ready, feet together, toes and heels touch. Great, let's do the opposite leg. So you're going to pick up your left foot from the inside. So start in tree pose. Stay here if this is what you're working on. If you're ready for more, toe stand. Bend the body forward from the lower spine down towards the floor. Separate your hands on the floor and you fall forward into your hands. And then the right knee will bend. So you're going to come up onto your toe where the heel is in the air. Good. Walking your fingertips back towards your hips. Pressing your fingertips away from the floor. Work on lengthening your spine. Look at that one gaze on the floor first. Your left hand up. And then your right hand. And then change. Your hands come out in front of you. Push away from the floor. And then your left leg releases down. Great. Wonderful. Have a sip of water if you'd like. And everyone, please turn around and lie down on your back. We have a short Savasana here, just to allow a few moments for your body to transition to the floor. Savasana, known as Cobra Pose. Please bring your heels together, and then from there, let your toes flop open and your legs get comfortable. Your palms face up towards the ceiling. Try to bring your arms in a little closer to your body so your heart can relax. In this Savasana, we're going to keep our eyes open. We're just using it as a transition. And just bring your eye gaze down an inch or two. And find one little spot up on the ceiling to rest your eye gaze. Focus on your breath, moving in and out by your nose. By finding that one pointed gaze with the eyes, bringing your focus to the breath, starts to bring the mind into stillness. Physically, you've brought your body into stillness, and then this is your tool for bringing your mind into stillness. Wind removing pose. Please lift up your right leg, bend your right knee, interlace all 10 fingers about an inch or two below your knee. Take an inhale. As you exhale, pull your right knee down towards your right shoulder. Pull until you feel some compression in that right hip joint, then you just freeze it there. If your left calf is coming off the floor, then please flex your left toes back towards your face and straighten out that left leg, good. And then you just pull it down, you just hold it there, getting a nice gentle compression here on that right side. Change, release your right leg down. Please lift your left leg up. Take an inhale and exhale, pull your left knee down towards your left shoulder. So you're bending your arms at your elbows, and now drop your right shoulder down to the floor. It's kind of common to roll to your left side as you use your strength, but you want to bring that right shoulder to the floor as well. Keep the right calf on the floor. Once again, you can flex the right toes to straighten out that right leg if needed. Change. Leg goes down. Please lift both legs up and grab your elbows each other over the tops of your legs. Now, if you can't grab onto your elbows, try to grab onto your forearms or your wrists. See what you can grab onto. And if you have like a washcloth or a smaller towel, you can put that over your legs as well to grab onto that washcloth. Good, so from here, gently squeeze your knees together so that they're side by side, and you're pulling your shoulders back down towards the floor, and that's gonna hug your knees in deeper for that compression on the lower abdomen. Are you breathing? Just stay with your breath. Let your spine lengthen on the floor as you hold your knees in nice and tight. And change, release your legs down. And then you go right back into Shavasana. Still your body. Find your focal point. Have the mind become still. And just focus on the breath. Once again, that breath is the bridge connecting the body and the mind. Second set, please lift up your right leg, bend your right knee, interlace your grip, inhale, and exhale, pull the knee down towards that right shoulder. Good, you go right into the compression, you hold it there, let that left leg get long as you pull your knee in, change. Left leg comes on up, interlace the grip, take an inhale, and exhale, begin. Pull the left knee down towards the left shoulder. The right leg is long, the left knee is pulling down towards that left shoulder once again, and change. Good, both legs lift up, so a little more warmed up. Maybe you can grab onto your wrist or your forearms, or if you have a smaller towel, you can work with your towel as a prop. Good, squeeze your knees together. Let your toes relax, your feet are relaxed, but bring your feet side by side. So you're not crossing your feet, you're not flexing your feet, they're just relaxed, big toes in alignment with each other. It's gonna help even off your hips. Think of your tailbone lengthening a little bit longer to the floor. And on your next exhale, just plug your knees in a little tighter. Change, bring your legs down, Shavasana. So we have these little Shavasanas throughout the class period. A lot of challenges in the room with the heat and the postures. and this other things. We all have our own personal things. So use the tool of having the focal point and breathing. Let this be your place where you can practice these tools. So when you go out into the craziness of the world, the good, the bad, all of it, all you need to do is take a breath and you're right back there. All right, let's do a sit-up. Arms come up over your head, cross your thumbs, flex your toes. Inhale, breath pulls you up, double bless, exhale, forehead to the knees, try to grab your toes. Good, we do a whole bunch of those, so you'll get more time to practice them. But for now, please turn around and lie down on your stomach for Cobra Pose. Let's work on strengthening the back. So the palms are flat, fingertips are down below your shoulders, and your elbows are up in the air. Please have your toes touch and squeeze your legs together. Palms are flat, elbows up like a grasshopper. Keep your feet on the floor. Inhale, breathing, begin to peel your upper body up to your lower ribs. Eyes look up towards the ceiling. Think of this as like a mini cobra. Shoulders away from your ears, elbows reach into the sides, reaching down to the hips. Press your big toe into the floor, strong legs, gently come on up. Good, and change, come on down. Turn to the right side of the room. Bring your arms on the floor alongside your body. Now here, have a little focal point. Look at the edge of your towel or your water bottle. Rest your eyes, rest the mind and the body as you breathe. Good, let's do our second set. Chin is out, neck is long, palms flat, fingers down. So in this Cobra Pose, your belly is going to stay on the floor. We're just going to those lower ribs. Toes touch, inhale, breathing, begin. Peel the upper body up off the floor. So just go into that lower rib if you can. Elbows in and down. Squeeze the glutes a little more. Lift your upper body up a little higher and change. Come on down, turn to your left. Arms down by your side. Find your focal point and just take a breath. Good, let's move on to Locust Pose. Flip your palms to face the floor and then bring your arms underneath your body. So your little baby fingers, hopefully, maybe they can touch side by side. If your elbows are really bending, make your arms long first and then shimmy them under the body as best you can. Chin is out, neck is long on the floor. Let your right leg be long and lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Right leg up to 45 degrees, which is half of 90. Right hip is down on that right forearm. We want that compression. It may not feel very good, but we need that compression to really repair the joints of the arms. Change. Bring your right leg down. Left leg, come on up. Isn't it amazing how your body is a self-healing system here? Right? So that left leg is reaching back. The left hip is down. So you're cutting off some circulation right now to those elbows and your wrists for things like tennis elbow, carpal tunnel, premature arthritis, all kinds of stuff. Bring your leg down. Good, now your mouth is gonna go down onto your towel. Bring your arms underneath your body so you can get the elbows a little bit closer. Okay, squeeze your legs together so you have one big leg. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, both legs lift up off the floor. Good, lift up and go up. Touch your toes, squeeze your butt. Use your hands, push your body forward into your chest and shoulders. Try to lift your legs up another inch. And change, bring it on down. Arms out from under the body, turn to the right. Take a breath. So my husband plays guitar and he had horrible carpal tunnel. You know, they're like suggesting the surgery, which may be fine for some people, but he really dove in to the Bikram yoga practice, and we do so much gripping with our hands, and he swears by this pose. And within 2 months, totally gone. His carpal tunnel was totally gone, still gone, 10 years later. So there's so much power in dedicating yourself to a practice. All right, let's do it again. Arms underneath your body as best you can, palms face the floor. Try to get your little baby fingers to touch side by side. Bring your chin out so your neck is nice and long. Lift up your right leg. So point your right toe and lift your right leg up. And little bit by little bit, he couldn't even get his hands under his body or straighten his arms. So you just do one step at a time. Lift it up and then bring it on down. Left leg, lock out your left leg and lift your left leg up. Good, so left hip is down. Feel your hands push into the floor and feel your hands push the body weight forward into your chest and shoulders. Change, bring it on down, because that's what you're gonna try to do with both legs next. Arms closer together, mouth is down on your towel. Squeeze your legs together like a board. Take an inhale on the exhale. Here you go. Lift up and go up. There it is. Touch your toes. Lock your knees. Use your arms. Use your upper body strength to lift the thighs up off the floor for 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Turn to the left. Bring your arms out from under your body. Taking an inhale and an exhale. Great, full locust pose. Your arms go out to your side like a bird. Your feet are together to touch, toes and heels touching. Here we go. Inhale, breathing. Begin. Lift up and go up. Lift your arms up off the floor. Touch your toes. Squeeze the glutes. Try to get your thighs up off the floor another inch or so. You're so strong here. You're going to lift everything up. Lift up and go up and change. Bring your body down. Turn to your right. Bring your arms by your side and take a breath. These poses are so systematic. They each build off the next one. So that's why you just do the best you can at that moment while you're in the pose. Because in the next one, you're going to need that strength or that fatigue or the flexibility you just gained. Let's do our second set. Chin is out, neck is long, arms out to the side. Bring your toes and heels to touch. Inhale, breath. Begin. Inhale and lift up. Get to a place where you can sustain the posture. Breathe. Feel the strength. Feel the thighs pull up. Feel the glutes engage. Now can you just go a little bit up another inch or two for 3, 2, 1 and come on down. Turn to the left, arms by your side. Focus on your breath. Good, floor bow. Bend your knees and grab your feet from the outside. Chin is out, neck is long on the floor. This is a great one. So we're gonna basically do like a back bend, but we're on the floor here on our tummies. So you're grabbing your feet from the outside. Take an inhale breath and begin to kick your feet straight back and then up towards the ceiling. Let it pull your shoulders open. Good, bring your eyes up and your chin up. Find a place where you can sustain the pose. Let the body open. Now you just turn it on, toes up, kick it up, and bring it on down. Turn to the right, arms by your side. Toes go in, and then the heels flop open to either side. Great, let's do a second set. Bend your knees, grab your feet from the outside. Get a nice grip. Inhale, breathing. Begin. Kick your toes up towards the ceiling. Good. And feel the shoulders peel open. You got to use your glutes to help the legs go up. Try to get your thighs up off the floor. Rock some body weight forward to that lower hip, the lower ribs, upper hip, toes up. You got 3, 2, 1. Good. Turn to the left. So bring your toes to touch in the center and then let the heels flop open. That's just going to promote some good alignment with the body. And breathe. Good, use your palms, lift your body up, come to the top of your mat, work your way into fixed firm pose, have a little sip of water here. So to begin with, the knees touch and then the toes separate and you sit your hips down in between the heels so the sides of your hips are brushing against the sides of your heels. This may be enough, so you can stay right here. If this is way too much, you can always, we have blocks in the back of the room, or if you're at home, you can sit on a block to elevate your hips as you start to open up the body. Okay, so if you got your hips in between the heels, you're good, you move on, and you stay here. If you're moving on, right elbow touches the floor, then the left elbow. Drop your head back, shoulders down. Great, so you have your hands in a good place. Bring your hands up here by your knees, and then just try to separate your feet from under your body. Bring weight into your hands, body weight into your hands. Okay, and then eventually your feet will come out to the sides. But this might be just enough, but use your hands to keep your knees safe, okay? And gently come on up, one elbow at a time, one by one. Turn around, Savasana. So now we're going to continue with our little Savasanas in between poses. So you just turn around, lie down, find your spot and breathe. So these sit-ups are going to give you energy if you really use your breath. So everybody, arms up, cross your thumbs, flex your feet. Inhale, pulls your body up off the floor, double blast, exhale, forehead to knees. Good, then just turn around, don't even think about it, and get into your second set of fixed firm. So you're going to sit your hips on your heels to start, and then you're going to separate your feet and sit your hips down onto the floor. And then when you're ready, go back one elbow at a time, one by one. Good, so you're going to separate your feet so you're not sitting on them. Good, and it's okay to separate your knees a little bit, but try not to separate your knees more than your hips. And then once you're able to get your body back down there, your stomach and chest are lifted to the ceiling like a natural human bridge. You're breathing, your knees gently press down to the floor, and your knees start to work their way closer and closer together. This is the most humbling pose of the series for me. It really shows me right where I'm at. Good, come on up, one elbow at a time, one by one. Turn around, Savasana. So yoga is just to bring back the natural balance and flexibility into the body. That's what we're doing here. We do all kinds of things with our body. We have all kinds of emotions and things that we hold and that we need to process. And we're gifted these bodies to contain us. But then it's your choice to come in and to bring that balance back into your body, whether it's through a yoga practice or another self-healing practice. Great, let's do a sit-up. Arms up, take a deep inhale, come on up, then blow it out, forehead to the knees. Good, let's turn around for half tortoise pose. Sit your hips down on the heels. Inhale your arms up over your head sideways, your palms touch and your thumbs cross. Inhale, make your spine long, and as you exhale, fold the body forward. Come all the way down until your forehead is going to touch the floor. Please keep your hands in a prayer position so the fingers are long, good, and then the thumbs are crossed. Just a little baby edge of your fingers on the floor. Try to get your elbows and your wrist up off the floor as best you can. Reaching your hips back down towards your heels. Focusing on the breath. This is a nice pose. You can really find the stillness and now feel that inhale. Feel the inhale opening up your ribs. Can you feel that exhale, this very subtly helping you to lengthen out your spine? When you change, knees squeeze together, arms with the ears. Inhale, come on up. Good. Exhale, arms go down by your side. Turn around, Savasana. Take a breath. Sit up, arms up. So cross the thumbs, flex your toes, have your feet touch. Inhale, come on up. And now try to grab your toes as you pull your forehead to your knees. Alrighty, let's turn around. We have a second set of half tortoise pose. Sitting your hips on the heels. Inhale, arms, you're gonna reach up, lengthen your spine, and fold the body forward. So as you fold forward, you're reaching to the front of the room. Bring your hips up off your heels so you can get your forehead to the floor. So get the forehead on the floor, lift your hips up if you need to. Now, put your forehead on the floor. Good. And now bring a little bit of body weight to that third eye area on your forehead. And then use that as leverage to help feel the spine lengthen. Your fingertips are reaching to the front of the room. The tailbone is reaching to the back of the room, so we're lengthening out the spine. We're breathing, we're creating fresh circulation up into the brain, all kinds of wonderful things here. Squeeze your knees together tight, arms with the ears. Inhale, pull your body up. Change. Arms go down. Turn around and relax. Here in California, we definitely got that like surge of summer for a really beautiful a few days. It's going to continue to warm up. So your practice is going to change, right? This is a very heated practice. It's going to be really hot outside like it is now and even more to come. So things like drink, 10 ounces of water an hour before you practice. Hydrate your body after. Just like simple little reminders so that you can sustain a nice, strong, balancing practice for yourself. Let's do a sit-up. Arms up, toes back. Blow it out. Strong exhale. Okay, we've got camel pose. Come to the center of your yoga mat, please. Stand up on your knees about 6 inches apart. Bring your palms to your lower back so you get your fingers down, thumbs on the outside, and then pull your elbows together. Just feel that nice gentle stretch in the chest first. Inhale, lift your chest up. Drop your head back. Just look for the wall behind you. So the first thing you feel open is your throat. Push your stomach, thighs, and hips forward. Go on down a little bit more. You can keep your hands here. When you're ready, bring your right hand to your right foot and then your left hand to your left foot. Open your eyes so you can see where you're going. Now just focus on your breath. In and out by the nose, opening that whole front side of the body. Good, and gently change. Come on up one hand at a time, one by one. Turn around and relax. So we talk all day, or maybe not, but we talk. So the first thing you open there is your throat. And the throat is actually a created center on an energetic level and on many levels. So really just allowing the head to simply drop back and opening the throat. That's the first thing. And then you move into that deeper backward bend. So just know you just start right where you're at. And then you just add on more from there. Let's do a sit-up. Arms up, toes back, strong double blast. Exhale, pull your forehead to the knees. Great, turn around for your second set. So if you want to open up your knees a little bit wider, about 8 inches, please do so. Palms on your lower back, elbows in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, the head drops back, let the throat open. Now push your stomach, thighs, and hips forward and go on down halfway like you're over that big exercise ball. And then if you can, right hand to right foot, left hand to left foot. You might not be able to grab your feet. You might just be dropping your head back. You might just be standing on your knees. Doesn't make a difference. Can you breathe? Can you stay inside of your body? Can you just feel your body and your breath for these few moments you're doing your camel pose? Good, and slowly change. Come on up, turn around, Savasana. And just go right into stillness. And in the stillness, allow yourself to feel. Sometimes we keep ourselves so busy, we don't even take a moment to feel where we're at. Then we wonder why we're always getting sick or this keeps happening. Just slow down, just take a breath. All right, let's do another sit-up, please. Arms up, toes back. Good, please turn around. We have a rabbit pose. If you've never done this pose before, if you're not really sure about this pose, just watch. You can just hang out and watch. If you know it, let's do it. You're gonna sit on your hips on the heels, grab your towel, bring your towel up over the heels of your feet if you're really sweaty. If you have a ponytail on top of your head, you wanna move it a little bit to the back. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, chin to chest. Look at your belly button. Round down through the spine till the top of your head goes on the floor. So I'm having you watch because you can't see it once you're in it. Then your hips push up towards the ceiling like you're gonna do a somersault forward. Hips push up. Push your hips up to the ceiling. Good. And then your eyes are open and you're looking up at your belly button. So you want to grab onto your heels here. Good. See if you can get your forehead and your knees to touch. Getting your forehead and your knees closer and closer. Your hips push up higher. Squeeze your arms against your legs. A little bit of body weight on the head. Most of the body weight is in your knees pressing away from the floor. Your arms squeezing against your legs. Good, and slowly change. Round on up. One vertebra at a time. Turn around and relax. All these poses reveal themselves at their own time to you. You come to these classes, it's pretty much it's the same poses, a lot of the same words that you're hearing, but you'll hear them when you're ready, and then your body will make that connection. It'll be like, ah. So rabbit pose took me about 3 years to get there, and I was really happy once I could actually feel it. Arms up over your head. Let's blow it out. Get your forehead to your knees. Turn around and let's get on in. So let's get in the pose, and then I'll tell you what worked for me once I was in it to actually feel it. Bring your towel up over the heels of your feet. So you're going to grab onto your feet. Take an inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Look at your belly button as you round down. Come on in. Look at your belly button the whole time. Bring the top of the head on the floor. Try to get your forehead to touch your knees. Now from here, get a nice grip from over your towel, grabbing onto the heels, and then push your hips up towards the ceiling. Try to straighten out those arms as best you can. Keep your feet on the floor here. Good, as your hips push up. Now here's what you gotta do. Look at your belly button and suck in your belly as much as you can. And now focus on your breath. Take a deep inhale breath and feel the air push open your shoulders. Feel the breath, feel that prana, that air circulating in your body, opening up your whole entire spine, and then gently change. Come on up. Head will come up last. Turn around and relax. You're doing great. Let's stay with the energy. You've got arms up, toes back. Blow it out. Good. Turn around. We've got some separate leg stretching. Please bring out your right leg and bend your left knee. And bring the sole of your left foot into your right inner thigh. Inhale your arms up over your head sideways. Interlace your grip. Go on down to the right side and grab your right foot. Now, if you cannot grab your foot, bend your right knee as much as you need to, and then get a nice grip. Try to bring your thumb underneath your foot. From here, you push your forehead into the knee. Eventually, your leg will start to lengthen out. If your right leg is nice and long on the floor, drop your left shoulder in. Left shoulder rolls down and in to even off your two shoulders in one line. Toes back, and have the heel of your foot be the furthest point away from your body. Change. Come on up. Switch it on out. So now you have your left leg and the right foot into that left inner thigh, arms up, and you go on down to the left side. Good. So once again, bend your knee so you can grab your foot. Work on your grip, an interlaced grip, including the thumb. The forehead is on the knee, and very gentle, let's be gentle here, right? Let's gently just push your forehead onto your knee. Let the right shoulder roll in and down. Yes, there is somewhat of a struggle sometimes with yoga practice, but where can you find your spots to be gentle and nourishing as well? Good, and change. Come on up. Have your feet come out in front. Lie down. Just a quick sit up. We just want to realign your spine. You can do it. Okay, so you're going to move your hips out of the way, right and left, right and left. Bring your feet together, flex your toes. You're going to grab onto your two big toes with your first two fingers. Good. And the thumbs are going to face up in the air. Everyone just bend your knees a little bit. Let's start everyone with a little bend in your knees. On your first inhale, lengthen your spine. Good. You want a long spine the whole time. From here, start to lengthen out your legs. If your legs are long on the floor, your spine is long, then you're going to pull by using your arms at your elbows. If your knees are bending, you're going to inhale, keep your spine long, and as you exhale, just make those like a little bit longer each time you exhale, but keep holding on to those toes. So you're working with wherever you are at. You have tools to open your body regardless of what level you're at. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, just go a little bit deeper. If you're pulling, pull a little bit more. Can you make your legs a little bit longer? Can you make your spine a little bit longer? Good, and change. Turn around, lie down. That's what I love about the Bikram practice, is it's for all levels, all body types. Doesn't make a difference where you came from, what's going on. Just come into the room, and this yoga practice is accessible to everyone and every body. Good, let's do a sit-up. Take a deep inhale, blow it out, grab those toes. Please turn around, got your second set. So remember the first balancing posture where you're kicking your leg out and you're holding on to your foot. Same thing, but you're on the floor and you're not balancing. Arms go up over your head, you go down to grab your right foot. So that's why we bend the knee, right? Because we start that pose with our leg bent and we grab our foot. And then from here, we push the forehead into the knee. And if you had the balance on the balancing leg, this is showing you approximately how far you could kick out your right leg in that balancing pose. And you can work on it for your next class. Change, come on up. Left leg out, bend your right knee. Take an inhale, exhale, come on down. Good, so the forehead's gently pressing into the knee. That right shoulder is rolling in and down. And each exhale breath you take, you just go a little deeper. Can you just stay with your breath? And each exhale, just feel those sweet spots that need to be touched inside your body. Good, and change, come on up. Lie down, legs out, quick sit up. Good, grab onto your big toes, those first two fingers, knees bent to start. We're gonna inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, start to lengthen out the legs. If your legs are straight, your spine is straight, pull your arms. Bend your arms at the elbows, pull on those toes. You're trying to get your forehead one day to touch your thumbs that are up in the air, and then one day your forehead is gonna touch your big toes. But let's do one step at a time. Are your knees bending? No problem. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Feel your spine lengthening all the way from the base, all the way out through the crown of the head. Get that long, long spine. And then from there, work on those legs getting nice and long. And from there, you're gonna pull. You have 2 more breaths. Just go a little bit deeper. Good, and change. Turn around, relax. All right, you have one last asana and a breathing exercise. Let's move forward. Arms up, toes back, forehead to your knees. Turn to your right about a quarter way. Bend your left leg on the floor and bring the heel of your right foot up and over that left knee corner. Bring your right arm behind you, like a kickstand to a bike. Use your right arm to lengthen your spine. Inhale the left arm up and then over. Gently push that right leg back. Try to grab your knee that's down on the floor. Chin looks over your shoulder and you're twisting your spine. Take an inhale breath, and as you exhale, twist. So try to drop your right hip down a little bit. Your right shoulder, chin looks over the shoulder. So want to twist into the neck. If you're easily twisting, you can take your right arm out from underneath you, grab onto your shorts or onto your inner thigh to twist a little bit deeper. One more breath. Twist a little bit more and change. Good. Do a counter twist and switch your legs. Now your right leg is bent, right knee is bent. Heel of the left foot right up and over that knee corner. You have your left arm behind you. Your right arm is going to inhale up and then over, gently pushing that left leg back and trying to grab your knee that's on the floor as you twist your spine. Good. Just take an inhale breath, and as you exhale, twist. You know what? Let's keep this leg out long in front, this leg. And let's bring that foot over there. There you go. Good, take an inhale breath. And as you exhale, twisting. Pull your navel in, use your abdominal strength. Good, one more breath. And change. Savasana. All right, let's finish up our practice together with a sit-up. Arms up, toes back. Turn around. So we're going to finish with a pranayama exercise called the Bocce breathing, the breath of fire. You're going to sit your hips on the heels. If this is very uncomfortable, sit in a comfortable position with your legs crossed. There's blocks in the back of the room if you want to sit on a block. However you're sitting, your spine is long. I'm going to demonstrate the breath so everyone knows what it is. It's in and out by the mouth, and it's like blowing out a candle that's in front of you. Nothing on your body is moving but your navel. It will look and sound like this. Shh, 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 shh. All right, if you start to get a little bit dizzy or like, oh, you're doing it wrong, so just stop, take a breath, and then slowly join back in with the group. We'll do it twice. So long spine, everybody. Find a light gaze forward. Inhale, breath. Shh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Swallow with your lips. We'll do it twice as fast the second time. It's really an opportunity just to blow out any of those extra toxins, to really invigorate all the systems of the body. So, inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Please seal your practice if you'd like, and turn around to rest in your final Savasana. You can open up your legs a little bit wider if it feels good. Open your arms further away from your body. Let your eyes sink deeply into their sockets. Let go of focusing on your breath. There's nothing left to do. You've done absolutely everything you can do for yourself. And in this stillness, the body starts to rejuvenate, starts to self-heal. So please allow yourself a few more minutes here of deep relaxation. It's been a pleasure teaching all of you here. It's been a pleasure teaching all of you at your home practice.